white rappers are afforded more freedom to change their genre. True or false?
I might have to think about that.
I'd like to hear your answer to Joe's question, but also then talk about what I feel is like the radical twist of what you have chosen.
Well, I'll piggyback off what John's saying. John's saying you didn't retreat into a whiter genre. In fact, you arguably went deeper into
I got blacker.
Black music.
Yeah.
Deeper into blackness.
Yeah.
So was that conscious? Was that a little twist on the typical move that white rappers make, which is to retreat back into traditionally white sounds?
It certainly made what I already wanted to do even more appealing.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Because you like pushing that boundary, that line?
I think I love black music. I love the sound of black
Who
music.
among us?
Yeah, I
it's
love the sound of black music.
Yeah.
And of course, I'm hyper aware of the politics of today, that safer landing spot that a lot of my white contemporaries have found. And of course, it appealed to me to do something that I felt like at a time when there's plenty of people expecting me to take some of the routes y'all are taking.
Yep.
To take the route that not only might not be expected, but is also the one I genuinely want to take. So all the stars aligned in that way for me, to be honest. I'm not going to pretend like what you're talking about. I was like, I guess you're right. I knew that there were multiple things appealing about this route, but I also came to the decision, I'm proud to say, off of what feels good in my ear.
So that was the little interview clip. For me personally, I do appreciate Jack Harlow. He said he was hyper aware of the situation. He said he got blacker. That was a little insensitive, but I'm not tripping over it personally. But he said that his white counterparts or whatever, white rappers, that they be going to a more safer landing spot. He knows what's going on in politics and whatnot, so he wanted to push the boundaries and do kind of opposite and whatnot. Again, I appreciate that he knows what he's doing. He said that he likes black music. He likes the black culture, the everything black by black. That's good. Don't everybody in the world like black stuff, but I'm not taking it as malice. I think he's doing it out of a place of love and from his soul. Like I said, he white, but he got a black soul. He transracial or some shit. He just need to get them curls back in his head. So people are gonna feel different about it. Black people as a whole, we're not. Black people, we always have different opinions. For me, I don't think I don't think he's doing it out of malice place. That he's just following in the footsteps of other people. Justin Timberlake, Robin Thicke. I've seen in the comments someone said music Snow Child. I don't know who the people are. I know Justin Timberlake. I know a couple of songs. If your love was all I had in this line. The full works with Beyonce on it. Robin Thicke, hey, hey, hey. She said, hey, hey, hey. Everybody get up. That full with Pharrell and T.I. on there. That song, I like that song. But yeah, that's the whole Jack Harlow situation. What's your thing about it? Do you think white people need to stay in their lane? Or do you think, are we going to let everybody come to the cookout? Or what's going on? Let a bitch know in the comments, honey.